Good afternoon, Gareth Hall with you, and welcome to the Best from the West. A big hello to you wherever you may be listening on your local SEN track dial or the SEN app. Boy, it's a big show coming your way. We'll catch up with Stevie Parnham. He had a red-hot day there at Ascot on Saturday with 4 winners. Dave Houston will join us. Of course, he's at the Magic Millions at the moment there on the Gold Coast. Of course, he's the boss of Magic Millions in WA, Dave, and he'll have a chat to us about this wonderful catalogue that'll be on offer in about 4 or 5 weeks' time there when we have the Magic Millions sale at the Swan Valley there. So looking forward to catching up with Dave. And Steve Shinners will join us. 2 of his superstar greyhounds, including Miss Envy, will be going about their work once again at Albion Park on Thursday night. They've been in wonderful form, especially Miss Envy, since she's been travelling across to the eastern states and up there in Queensland over the last month or so. And she does look tough to beat in the heats of the Golden Ticket, which is a match race type of series. So looking forward to catching up with Steve. He's also got the sister to Miss Envy and La Sagrada that goes around, and I think she has to match race against one of the superstars of the sport in Smooth Playing, who obviously competed in the Phoenix a few weeks back. So it's a big show coming away, and Gary Hall Jr., as he always does, will join us towards the back end. Best from the West here on SEN Track, brought to you by 7 Plus. Catch WA racing action live and free on 7 Plus. And to kick off proceedings, we're joined by a dead set superstar, one of the greats of WA racing and one of my favourites, and Stevie Parnham, and he joins us now. G'day, Stevie.
Hey, Gareth. How are you?
Good, thank you. I think this time last year I ran into you on the Magic Million, so no holiday for you this time around.
Yeah, we were over in the Gold Coast with the kids and having a break, but no, working over this way at the moment. But yeah, going down south actually today for a few days with the family.
Yeah. How would you rate your carnival, mate? At the end of the day, obviously you had 4 winners on Saturday, and we'll get to that. But how would you rate your carnival this time around?
Yeah, it was not too bad. I obviously didn't win one of the majors, and was thereabouts placing in a few of them. Got my fair share of winners along the way. So I've been on some nice horses and pleased with how the racing's going at the moment.
Yeah, and when your dad's stable's firing, you're firing. But it seems at the moment that all of the Parnham boys have had a wonderful season so far. Chrissy's going great guns. Brad's making the most of their opportunities. And you've had another terrific season, Steve. And it seems to me that you're getting a lot more outside rides these days.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more opportunities, and trying to make the most of it. As you said, the brothers are riding in the career best form, and feel like I am as well. We just getting a few more opportunities as I guess some of the senior riders over the years have gone away, and there's been a few injuries with Willie Pike being out too, so that's opened a few doors for others, and just trying to take the most of it. And yeah, it was a good day on Saturday with getting away with 4 winners. I
get asked this question a lot. So how does it all work with the Parnham boys? So basically you're the favourite son, is that right, Steve?
People say that. No,
I think yeah.
There's no favourites. No, I don't know. Dad just tries to make it a bit even. Throws us one here and there, and if we're lucky to get the good ones, so be it. I've been fortunate along the years and got on some nice ones, and yeah, I think that's just maybe a bit more hard working than the other brothers.
Yeah, that's what. So Chris is probably mummy's boy. Is that right?
Yeah,
Kaz looks after him. Yeah,
yeah, he's the baby one, so she's always looked after his duties.
Yeah. So, but you work for your old man, so you're basically like a co-trainer in a way, like the 4-person. You know, like you're there every morning at track work.
Yeah. No, I actually enjoy going to the track and riding the horses and getting to know them, doing all their work, and keeps me fit and get an understanding of what I'm riding. But yeah, the other brothers take a bit of a different view to it. They only come in fast work days, if that. So each to their own.
Yeah. So Chrissy hardly rides for your dad anymore, does he? Obviously, he gets a lot of outside rides, and he's supported by a lot of the big stables. But rarely do you see him riding for Neville Parnham.
No, he's probably.
He thinks he's too good, does he?
Yeah, he's in too high demand from everyone else. So yeah, Dad sort of sits back and wait to see if he's available, really, and happy if he's get a few of his cast-offs and see if I can outdo him.
Who's the best horse in your stable at the moment, you reckon?
I think there's potentially Zip Away could come on. He probably didn't see the best of him over the carnival this time round. He trialled up well and raced good first up, and the railway was not run to suit him over when they slowed up, and it was a muddling affair. So it didn't quite go to plan, but I think he's a horse that can stand up right up to him next year if he's in the West, and hopefully we can have another go at the railway.
Yeah, and I guess it's difficult with horses like Sip Away and Bustler, and they obviously had great campaigns, but they only get one chance to shine in a way. When you have a look at their campaigns, say Sip Away, for instance, he went to a Listeria, he went to a Railway, and then he goes to a Nordley, and then he has to drop back and trip to a Gold Rush. So you basically got to have a throw at the stumps at all of the big races. What do you think his best trip is, Steve?
I think he ranges between 14 to 1800, maybe 2000. He just probably over races a little bit much to get further than that at the moment. He's definitely bred to be a 2,000 metre horse, but I don't know if his racing style suits that. So yeah, somewhere in that middle distance range is probably a sweet spot.
And you must be proud. Zip Away's been by playing God, and obviously you had a wonderful association with him. You must be proud to see what he's been able to do at stud.
Yeah, he's been tremendous for our state. Clearly the best horse that I'd ridden to date. He had an exceptional career, winning 2 Group 1s, and was close in numerous occasions in Victoria. Just unfortunately didn't get one. Probably fortunate for WA, because maybe if he had have been a Group 1 winner in Victoria, he could have been standing stud over there instead, and WA might have missed out. So we were able to keep him in our home state, and he's been able to produce another 2 Group 1 winners for me, and multiple other winners that as for everyone else. So, he's been a terrific stallion.
He's been one of the most important horses, especially in recent times, in the history of WA racing. He's taken over from Blackfriars as their number 1 stallion. But to do what he's been able to do, especially for the local industry, you can turn up to those Magic Millions sales and you can buy Playing God with some confidence, Steve, plus with all the bonuses. And I've got no doubt he'll produce a dead set champion that we'll see over in the eastern states.
Yeah, that's right. Dad goes out and he's had a good handle on the Playing Gods for a while. From the start, he backed them in. So I've ridden lots and lots of them, and every time I get on and they fill you with confidence, knowing that he's got that toughness that shines through, and he's just he's definitely head and shoulders above what the other stallions are doing here in WA, and it's great to see that we've got him. And as you said, being a West Speed horse, it comes with the added bonus when you go to the sales and buy them, that you've got a bit extra that you're racing for as a young horse.
What's the best type of a Playing God in your eyes for the people out there looking at when they head to the sales there shortly? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. He doesn't really have a specific type. Like Bustler and Zip Away are completely different animals, and they're both probably the 2 best horses. And KC was another Playing God who was a Group 1 winner, and she was a different type. And they range from being 2-year-old winners to older horse winners, from 1,000 metre winners to 2,400 metre winners. Yeah. So there's no right or wrong answer. Just you're probably best asking the old man, because he's got a pretty good eye for the horses.
Yeah, and obviously, like you rode, I think our horse is a horse I got a share in, Holy Enchantment. He's a Playing God. He went to a Perth Cup. So as you point out, they can sprint as young horses, and then they can get over a trip. And it makes me think, Stevie, how long? So, like, would you like to follow your father's footsteps and eventually train one day?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a question that I've been asked a long way over the years, and I don't know. I've thought about it at times, but I'm enjoying riding as well at the moment, and probably, like I said, I've probably enjoyed the best 12 to 18 months of my career. So I want to pursue that as long as I can and make the most of where it can take me. But I'm open for what's next. I'm really up in the air. I'm not sure if Dad's quite ready to hand over the reins yet, but I'm sure he could do the hand at some stage. But he does like to do his things his own way. So I don't know if someone standing in might sort of butt heads with him.
What about on Saturday? Tony Triscari, tell us a little bit about Tony for the people out there, especially on the eastern side of the country. He's got the best strike rate, I think, anywhere by any trainer in this country. I think he strikes at around 40%, which is truly remarkable when you think about it. Tell us a little bit about Tony. You rode a double for him there on Saturday.
Yeah, he does an amazing job with his horses. They're all, or not all of them, but most of them are bred by the owner, Les Andrews, and he just trains privately for him and only ever takes them to the races when he thinks they're a strong winning chance. And every time I get on them, race day, they present very well and in good order to go out there and do their best. And, fills me with a lot of confidence when I get on their backs. And like I said, Saturday, we struck with 2 winners and, I think he's got a pretty good handle on where they're at, and the team that he's got, I think he's still got a few more to come through. Yeah,
he's going at 33% his strike rate is, which is quite extraordinary when you think about it. So it makes sense that every time he goes to the races, he only heads there if he's expected to win. Premier Choice looks impressive. He's building up quite the strike rate. He beat a pretty good one in Final Siren and Snow Prince there in that small field on Saturday, Stevie.
Yeah, he's a nice animal. I sat on him at the trials last Monday, and he only had a really quiet one because he was going to the races on Saturday, and I was quite bullish about his chances that he was able to do it, even though he had to carry the 60.5 kilos. He did it quite comfortably, I felt. He put him away at the top of the straight, and I felt like he just coasted to the line. He's going to most likely back up this Saturday in the listed Miss Andretti Stakes.
Yeah.
So,
will you ride, Stevie?
Yep. Yes, I'm going to come back and ride for Saturday. I've got that horse and another nice one in Papavero Princess as well. So, I'll just come back for the day and take a book of rides. But yeah, they're nice horses going forward.
I can't see the nominations there at the moment for the Miss Andretti, which is the feature on Saturday. But is he good enough to win a race like that?
I think so, yeah. Just I've only had 2 sits on him, and both times he's felt really good underneath me. So he'll probably meet a field similar to the other day, which I think Man Crush might be going there too. Those nominations don't come out till this afternoon, so he's obviously going to be maybe the testing material. But the horse has to step up. He's sort of he's way out of 72 plus grade over here. So the next stage is going to listed level, and feel like he's worthy of having a go at it.
What about Fast Flicker? She's building up quite the record as well, and I thought she was excellent behind Michael Lane's horse there at Pinjarra there the other day, and the Boss Lady. And this was probably a little easier stepping up to the 1,400 metres, and she was on pace and just dominated that contest.
Yeah, she was really good on Saturday. Another horse that I went into the race with a lot of confidence that she'd get the job done. She just bounces and races on speed and makes the job easy. And when I give her a rub on the shoulders, on the ribs at the top of the straight, she lengthened really well for me and put them away in a matter of 2 or 3 strides. And she's another horse that I think will rise through to black type company and he was talking about maybe setting her for a Hannon's handicap later in the year, which could be an ideal race.
Yeah. That would be a lovely race for her. And the Hannons will come around pretty quickly. Let's hope that they can bloody race at Kalgoorlie this time around. My mail is that they're starting to get some deals done with the government and also the local council. So hopefully we can have a Haddons this year. And then you got the old man. You're able to win in one of the early races aboard a galloper that had an inside gate and was able to chalk up, well, his second victory, Rocket Joyce. Were you expecting that on Saturday? He was too good there for another strike, and it was a West Speed race, which would have been pleasing for your old man and connections.
Yeah, he probably wasn't going into the race expected to win first up, thinking that he'd improve off that run. But as you just said, he got all the favours. He jumped from an inside draw and was able to sneak up the rail as the leader just shifted on the corner and presented a slight run, which he was able to take. And has been a horse that has shown enough promise throughout his earlier days, just having the one win so far, but placed on some other occasions. And it's just nice to see him get another win on the board, and hopefully it can springboard his campaign to future success. I think he has the potential to go through the grades and do his connections well. And
one horse that I've been following is Solanel, who's a former European mare. She's by Sayuni. She's trained by Stefan Valhalla, who you've always had strong ties to, obviously works closely with your old man. Is he still the foreman for Nev?
No, he branched out on his own a few years ago.
Oh, there you go.
He did his time under Dad, just learning his ways as a trainer, and we've been best friends for 15 plus years now. Yeah. And it's great to see him do so well in the training ranks, and for me to be able to ride for him and get some successes, bringing me some joy. And he's got a really good handle on this mare now. She's been a bit of a tricky one to get right. Yeah. She had some staying form in Europe when she was over there, so he trained her to run a trip, and she just wasn't going on with it through the prep. Her first up runs were always flashy, and then she'd dower out and go off a bit. So we had a talk and changed things around, and he's just basically training as a short course or 1,400 metre type horse with a dashing sprint. So we ride her really cold in the races and save her up, and she needed a bit of luck on Saturday, but that's her style now. We have to wait and let her show her best once she balances up, and the gaps came, and I was pretty confident that when it did that, knowing that what she is capable of doing, that she was going to pick them up.
Yeah, Katie Queen, Amelia's jewel, I should say, is by Sione as well. So you think that she's a sprinter miler now, Stevie?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, we'll keep her at that range, unless otherwise. But yeah, she's producing her best form now, so we won't change too much.
That is exciting, and as you pointed out, you've been able to turn her around in a short amount of time as well, because obviously she started over the 1,800 metres back in the early part of November, just before the carnival, and then she had that break, and you've been able to freshen her up, and over the 7 furlongs she's been dominant. So you have worked your magic with her then. She might be able to go on with it now, Stevie. There's more wins in store for her.
Yeah, it's been amazing actually, because sometimes it's too late to get them back in the campaign. You usually have to turn them out and start again. But she must have a bit of toughness in her, and just enjoying the routine that she's doing, because her will to win is starting to show again. And I think if she can keep going on her way, something like aiming at the Mares Series later in the year, see if she can get some more black type, couldn't be too far out of the question for her.
Hey, love it, and great to see Stefan having the success that he's having as well. Hey, well done, Stevie. You're on 19 wins with the Premiership. No, 23 wins with the Premiership. No, sorry, 19 and a half. So you're not far off. Brad, he's on 23. Chris is on 58. You got a little bit to go to catch him, but I
Yeah.
reckon you got Brad in your sights now.
Yeah, Chris is he's in another postcode, I think, but he never stops riding winners. But yeah, look, I had a very good season last year, so I'm just hoping to improve on it. And so far, I'm on track to better that again, and just worry about my own goals. And yeah, I'm pleased with how racing's going for me at the moment.
You're a sensational human being, Stevie, and I love you having success. You're such a talented rider, and as I've always said, and I've said this from the get-go since I've known the Parnham family, and I tell Nev and I tell the other boys this as well. In a Group 1, when I want someone riding for my life out of the 3 Parnham boys, and I love Chris and Brad, but I would have you every day of the week, Stevie. There's no better big-time Group 1 rider than you. So we appreciate your time. Good to see you have 4 winners there on Saturday. Have fun down south, and good luck on Saturday, especially in that Miss Andretti.
Thank you. Thanks, Gareth, for having me.
There's Stevie Parnham. Of course, he rides that horse, Premier Choice, that was so impressive there the other day.